my channel. This is live video on Kineshu Morgan's channel today, and we're making this lunch bag. I will tell you everything about this lunch bag, both the cutting, the measurement, and everything as you are seeing on my table today. These are the material that we're going to use. So we're going to go ahead and I will show you the measurement that I will use on this my channel. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, yeah. Please, my dear, on today's video, I'm making this cup there, lunch bag with a, a unique shape and style. So let's go ahead. I'll show you the measurements. So the first thing I will show you how I did was the upper side of the bag. So that's the upper side of the bag. So for the upper side of the bag, these are the two things that I will use for the upper side of the bag. Okay, for me to get the curved one, this is the first thing that I need to do. So for the measurement of those now, okay, the measurement I used here was I measured 6 by 6 inch for those. This one and this one are the same thing. I just curved shape. Any shape you want to give it, you want to give it the shaft curved or just small one. It depends on you. So these are the measurement. That's 6 by 6. So for me to curve this one now, I need to place this one this way here. Then I'll curve this. Remember, I told you the measurement I used here was 6 by 6 before I curved it. So coming here after covering this one this way, let me show you how I will get the one that will be on top of it. That's where the zip will be by the face of the front side of the bag. So what I did was to measure this curved one this way. So I started here and I measured it round this way. So I've done measurement is a 16.5 inch and I added one extra inch, making it 17.5 inch, and that's this one. I've cutted it out already, so I'll show you. So this is this one now. And the measurement for this, as I told you, is 17.5 inch. Okay. So this is 17.5 inch here. So after measuring here now, I will now decide the width. That the length is 17.5 inch. Then I will decide the width that I will use. The width will be, for me, is 8.5 inch. That is for the width of those bag. Okay, so after the measurement for this one now, how will I get where the zip will be on the bag? Okay, coming here, because this is 6 inch, the length of this one now is 6 inch. So I will now decide that the zip here will also be 6 inch. That the curved zip that is here will also be 6 inch, because the length of the two sides, that's the upper side for the bag, is a 6 inch. So I don't want the zip to exceed that 6 inch. Either I reduce it to 5 inch or I will just do it exactly 6 inch on the same side of the bag. So because the side of the bag is 6 inch, I will make the zip also to be 6 inch. So just watch me as I mark it now, because I have not marked this one. So this one now here will be 6 inch from here. So I'll mark 6 inch here. So after marking it this way, I will come here and I will also mark 1 inch. So from here will also be 1 inch for me. So you can make your own to be 1.5 inch, depend on the size of the zip. That's the zip that I want to use. So but for me is I'm using just 1 inch for these two sides. So the two sides here is 1 inch that I will use. don't mind this pen. So after drawing the 1 inch, I will just curve it here. I can just say, let me mark a half, 1.5 inch up here, and I will come down to this side. I will also mark a 1.5 inch from this place that I curved the zip. Then from here I'll curve it. Then after curving it, now go ahead and cut it out. That will be where my zip will be. Hope you are seeing what I'm doing here. So coming to this side, I'll fold it small this way to make sure that the two sides are equal. So I'll place it from the place I marked 1 inch. So from there I'll cut it out from here, this one here. Yeah, this is how it will be. So this is how this one will be, and this one will also be this way. So for me not to waste my lining, I will first of all join the, I will just cut the lining. That I will not cut it this way. I will sew all of them together. Then after sewing it together, now I will now go ahead and now cut the lining that will remain on this side. So let me go ahead first of all and sew this one with the lining. I've cut it out already. I think I cut it out. Oh, sorry, I've not cut the lining that I'll use for that one. Sorry about that. So let me go ahead and cut it. So for this line that I'm using, we usually call it water resistant lining. On our language we call it agami leaf, but for this one is water resistant. So I'm using this water resistant lining for this one here. Okay. Let me use my hand and tear it. So I'll use it as my warmer because the material I'm using have foam already on its body. So it comes with body foam on its body. So I don't bother to add extra foam on it. So I'll place it this way, and this one will be here. Then I'll go ahead and sew it first. Then after sewing it, I'll now cut the remaining side of it. So let me go ahead and sew it first here. Now I'll place this one here. And you see the reason why I don't want to cut the lining just different from this. I just want to sew all of them together before cutting it, so it will be easier for me, and I will not waste much of my lining while sewing that one. So after sewing it, I will now go ahead, and cut this one here. Okay, this is how it will be after cutting it out and after trimming all these ones. So now the next thing I will do is to go ahead and add the handle that will be, okay, I'll first of all add the zip that will be here. So after adding the zip that will be here now, then I'll go ahead and add the handle that will be on the other side. So what I will do now is to go ahead and add the zip here now, okay? Okay, coming here, I'll be using this zip, that's this size 6 zip. So I'll first of all add zip on this one here. Either add it this way, I will just use the my rope and cover here, then I'll cover this side. Okay, what I will do now is to just add my zip this way. I just want to add it this way. Either the two is okay. So I'll add the zip this way here. So after adding it this way, the next thing I need to do is to get the middle of the zip, because from the middle of the zip that I'll add the other side, the other two of them will be equal. So this is the middle of this side, and I'll get the middle of this one also. Here I will notch it. Then after that, I'll open it this way. Then for this one, for me to add this one, I will not start from here. I'll start from the middle, so that I will make sure that the two sides are equal. So while doing that, I'll just get the middle of this side here. Okay, I will notch it this way also. So the next thing I will do now is to go ahead and join it from the middle as I told you. So I'll join it from this middle here. I will join it this way here. Then I'll join this side. So after joining the remaining side, I will just cut it out and I'll cut this side. So the next thing I will do now is to go ahead and add the zip. So I'll add the zip here. So for the two sides, after sewing it, it will be this way. Hope you are seeing what I'm doing. So it will be this way. So for this side now is okay. So the next thing I do is to use my bias and cover this one. Then I'll cover the one inside also. So I'll cover the two with bias. So that's the next thing I will do. So I'll cover it with this bias here. So I like seeing the zip so that I'll make sure that I do not cover the zip. If you want to open the bag, it will not be on obstruction. So I'll just add it this way here. Then I'll go ahead and cover it with this one. So I'll also go ahead and cover this side. I've covered that. I'll also cover this side with bias. So after adding the bias, it will be this way now. Then next thing I will do is to no, I'll get the middle for those two this way. I'll get the middle of this. So this is the middle. Yeah, I'll add the two sides. From this middle, I'll add the two sides. So I'll get the middle for this one also here. Okay. So after getting the middle, I'll keep it aside and I'll go ahead and sew the sides on the back. So the next thing I will do now is to add the handle for these two sides here. I'll go ahead and add the handle now again. So this is the handle that I'll be using for this. Then I'll using this also. Okay, let me use the black one. This is okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, anyway, let me use this one, shall I? So I'll be adding this handle here. So I'm gonna add this here. So I'll add it here this way. Okay. I'll go ahead and sew this. Okay, I'll go ahead and add this side also. So after adding it, I will now cover it with lining that I will use for this. So I'll cover this one with this lining here. Then I'll also go ahead and cover this one with this lining. So this is the side of the back. Then the next thing I will do is to get the middle of this side here. So I'll get the middle of this side. I'll get the middle of this one also. Okay, from here now, I'll go ahead and join it with this one. I'll join it with this one this way. Then I'll go ahead and sew it. I will join this side also. Oh, before then, there's what I'm supposed to do here. I'm supposed to add a handle. Sorry, let me just open some because I'll add the handle that will be on top of those from the middle of those. So I'll be using the same belt. So I'll add it here. That will be for the handle of the back. So after sewing this one, okay, I'll go ahead and add the other one also. So I'll add it from the middle of this also. Then I'll add this one here. Then I'll add for this side also. So after joining it, I'll cut the remaining side out for this side. Then I'll cut this side also. So let's just turn it and see. So this is how this side, the upper side will be, and this is the zip. So remaining for the downward side of this bag. Okay, on this bag now, assuming I want to divide this bag into two, look at what I will do. Either I cover here, I will go ahead and cover here, then I will sew the downward side of it. Meaning that the downward side of it, I will increase it to like 8 inch so that it will enter flax and water bottle. If it's up to this, it might not enter some water bottle, it might be smaller. But for this one now, for this one I want to sew now, it's just one bag. I don't want to add extra something that was big. So that's why I reduced my own to be the size is small. Like this one now is 6 inch, I think. Let me measure it. Okay, this one now I think okay, it's six and a half inch. No, this one is 6 inch. I'll tell you the way I got the length of the bag or the weight. But it's 6 by 22 inch for this one. So assuming I want to divide this bag into two, what I will do is to cover here. Either I cover here or I will sew the down one side. After sewing it, I'll cover it. Then I'll go ahead and put it here. But if I want it to be one bag, I don't need to cover this side. If I want it to be two bag because of this tip here, then I will first of all cover this side or cover this down one side before joining all of them together, because there will be zip that will be down here. So what I will do now is to go ahead. I will not add zip on this one because I don't want it to be two in one bag. I just want it to be one bag. Although zip is on top of this one, but because this one is smaller, I will just make it to be one bag. Either I open it from here, I open it from the middle of the bag. So just this zip is just a design for the back. But another one that I will sew, I will make it to be two back. I will reduce this one to be smaller, like this is the side of this bag determines the length of this. So if assuming I reduce the size to be something like 4 inch, it will now help me to increase the downside of the bag. So let me go ahead and sew the downside of the bag. Then after that, I will join it together with this. So the measurement for this one is now 22 inch by 6 inch. So let me show you the reason why it is 22 inch. The reason why it's 22 inch is this, because the side of this bag is 6 inch and this side is 8 inch. Six side this side, six this side, eight this side, and eight this side. So 6 plus 6 is 12. Then 8 plus 8 is 16. So 12 plus 16 now will be giving us 28. And 28 plus 6 I would add 1 extra inch because I saw it inside. So from the 28 inch, I reduced, this is the back side of the bag. A zip will stop somewhere here and they stop somewhere here. So because of that, I reduced this side. I removed 3 inch this side, and I removed the no. I removed 2 inch this side, and I removed 2 inch this side from the 28 inch. So for the back side of the bag is 6 inch. So 6 minus 29 inch, it will give me 6 minus 28 inch. Before I'll add the extra one. I will just make subtract 6 inch from the 28 inch, giving me 22. That's why this one is 22 by 6 inch. Then coming here now, remaining that's the back side of the bag for this one here now, and the measurement for this one is that 6 inch I added extra one, that is 7 inch by 6 inch. That is for this one. So what I will do now is to go ahead and add zip on this one and the lining. Then after that, I'll add it here. Then I'll join it on this one. Either I join it here before I'll join the base, or I'll join the base. Then after that, I'll join two of them together. All of them are still the same thing. So what I will do now is to go ahead and add a lining that will be here, and I'll add this. I'll add the zip also. Okay. So the zip that I'll be using for this one is the okay. I'll be using size 10 inch on the main body of the bag. Okay, this is the lining, and the zip will be on top, and then I'll turn this one this way here. Okay, so it will be this way now. Then I'll go ahead and sew it. So after I'll fold this, and I'll go ahead and sew it also. Then I'll turn the lining this way, and I'll go ahead and sew it together. Yeah. While sewing, I will be stretching the lining to make sure it stretches. So after sewing it this way now, I will now go ahead and add the zip. So let me get the zip that I'll add there. So I'll add this zip here. Okay. So it will be this way now. So the next thing I will do is add the other side from the back. That's one I've showed you, and I told you that is a 7 by 6 inch for the measurement of that. The lining will be this way here. Then I'll add it here this way, and I'll join all of them together. After that, I'll fold it this way. Then I'll turn the lining here, and I'll sew it also. So after sewing this is how it will be. Then if you want to add it here now, I will turn this one this way. Remember, oh, I need to cover this side with bias first. So I need to cover this side. Sorry about that. I need to cover this side with bias. So let me go ahead and do that. So we'll not waste much of our time. Sorry about that. I will cover this one with bias first of all before any other thing. Then I'll cover this side also with this bias. So at this point now, okay, so the next thing I will do, this is the back side of the bag, and this is the zip side for the bag. So this is the zip side of the bag. From the back side of the bag, I'll get the middle of this. Then for the back side, that this smaller one that I added here, I'll get the middle of this. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, my baby. So for this back side of the back, that the side of the zip, I will now get the middle of this one here. Okay, so at this point I will join it from the middle side of this one this way. I will join it here this way from the middle of the two, as in the back side. I'll join it here, then I'll go ahead and sew it. So at this point here, okay, let me reach at the point here. So at this point, I will check whether it will reach or not. Okay, look at it here. So I will join these two together here. I will join it together this way. Then I will go ahead and sew it. So at this point, I will now join it round the remaining side. So this is this way. Then I'll add the bias here. So I'll cover the bias. So after covering here now, I will cover the side also. So I will cover this side with bias also. So after covering it with bias here, so remaining the base side of the bag, and this is the base side, and remaining for the base side will also be equal with the 6 8 8 6. So this is 8 inch by 6 inch for the base of the bag. So I'll go ahead and cover it with the lining. So at this point, I will now go ahead and add the base side of the bag, and that will be the last one that will sew. After that, we'll cover with bias, and that will be all for the bag. So for this side, I'll get the middle, as that's the back side of the bag. I'll get also the middle of this here. Then I'll get the middle for this. That's from the 8 inch side. I'll get the middle for here. Then I will now join it together here this way. I'll go ahead and sew it round. Then I will join the remaining one here. So after joining it here now, I'll go ahead and open our back. I'll also add the bias here. So this is the lunch bag. I've not added anything inside. And this is the lunch bag. And this is the back side of the bag. You know, I did not use a cord for this bag. Assuming I use cord, it will just stand very well. But I don't want to use cord because this like material is like cloth material. Uh, so this is the back. So thanks so much for watching this video. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye.